Good morning. You look like you didn't have a nice sleep. Well then, good thing I brought 2 cups of coffee. Here, this one's for you. I can't stand playing this freaking game without having at least a cup of coffee to calm my nerves. I hope you like it, and I hope it fits your taste. I had to guess. No problem. So, shall we go inside? All right. Let's take a look at all the exhibits and paintings. Though we may not touch them, we can still try and get a glimpse of anything that could be hidden somewhere around. We just have to look very closely. Keep an eye open for any suspicious person. If you get a chance to get involved in a conversation, try to get as much information as possible. See if they might be potential victims of the butcher. Why am I even telling you this? You already know how this works. It might still be a habit of mine to order people around. Sorry. Glad to hear you're not miffed about this. Okay, let's get back to work, shall we? What did I do after the incident at the industrial plant? Well, I couldn't stay at my own house. Too many bad memories. It didn't feel like a home anymore. It wasn't safe. My friend offered me to stay at his place, and I accepted his offer. I guess I needed time for myself. Time to let my wounds heal. Since I assumed the killer was dead, I didn't care about anything else back then. And well, when I thought I had processed all the bad memories, I decided to test it and went to the cafe where I often used to be with my wife. There, I heard that the killer is still alive, and that he had murdered again. And yeah, you know the rest of the story. How about... Sure. Answer it. I'll wait. Another crime scene. That bastard will never stop giving us work, huh? Now that we're partners, we'll be able to get him this time. I suggest you go to the crime scene and get the next clue. I'll have a look around here. Call me when you're done and we'll meet somewhere. All right. Hey, Martin. Yeah. I'm supposed to meet someone here. I'm already late, so... Ah, there they are. See you later, Martin. Sorry I'm late. Hope I didn't make you wait for too long. No, I didn't find anything at the museum. What about you? Have you been more lucky? He left a clue. What does it say? Azrael. Only that word. What could that mean? The name of an angel? Yeah, might be. Now that you mention it, if I remember correctly, the angel of death in the Islamic culture is called Azrael, right? Could that help us somehow? The butcher led us to the museum first, so there must be a connection. Maybe he wants us to find a certain painting or sculpture. No, it can't be. I've searched the whole place, turned every stone around, but there was only Chinese art. Any other ideas? Since the first hint brought us to the location, this one should lead us to a person, right? You think it might be a nickname? Sounds logical. Since you are the detective and have access to files and everything else, you could do some research at the police station. See if you can find someone that fits the profile. Me? I guess I have no choice but to wait for the next clue. Let me know whenever you found something, or if there's any other news. I'll be awaiting for your call. See you later. Good to be home again. I'm really not the type to just sit around and wait for results. But what other choices do I have? It makes me nervous and impatient. Maybe I can play cards with my good old friend right here and drink a beer or two. Ah, that must be him. Seems like he's in the kitchen. I should go to him and say hi. Hey, Bill. Wanna play cards? Ah, detective. Do you want something to drink? You look like you have seen a ghost. No? Good. I'm glad you finally made it. I've been waiting for quite some time now. And to answer your question, yes, I wanna play. What the hell are you doing here? Where's Bill? What have you done to him? Oh, detective. He wouldn't be worth the effort. He's fine and still alive. I've done some things to the TV to make it inoperable. So when your friend came back from work, he took a look at it and obviously went to get some tools. If it makes you feel better, you can call him or search the whole house. How the hell did you survive? Ah, first things first. Of course. Well, You see, when the two of you had left me there, bleeding to death, I had to get creative. After some exhausting attempts, I was able to get up and look around. Since the industrial plant had been a fishing company before, I found a tiny fishing hook and a pair of tongs in one of the old storage rooms. I used the tongs to straighten the hook, and as soon as I found the fishing line, I stitched the wound. You might have wondered as how I got rid of the evidence. Let's just say that I came prepared. Although I must admit, you've caused quite some trouble. But it's all coming back your way now. You have some goddamn luck. You needed to have a plan or two up your sleeve. Isn't that what they always say? So are you here to wallow yourself in the misery that you're causing? Or are you here to mock me and see me suffer again? Your diction might be indelicate, but the gist is true. There actually is another reason, but we still have to discuss that later on. I've been watching you in the last couple of days. Seems like you found a new pet to follow you around. How's the little whiny detective doing? You know, they've been looking up to you for years. That's the reason why they became a detective. Now they're trying so hard to mimic you. Amusing, huh? It's not like you're a good example of a perfect detective with all your failures. But since they've seen you in action, they're so eager to take me down. In a cute way. Aren't you afraid you're leading them to their doom? Like all those policemen back then. Shut up. They had made up their minds. There was nothing I could have done to convince them otherwise. They knew the risk. It's part of the job. Certainly. Would you do me a favor and greet them the next time you two meet? They shouldn't feel excluded now that they're participating in the game on their own free will. The little detective and you have found some clues already. But there is still so much for you to do. I wonder, will you make it in time? The thought of you failing excites me, to be honest. Let me just remind you that there is still my special offer. You should really consider it. I am pretty generous this time. You shouldn't take it for granted. There's absolutely no way I'm ever going to accept an offer made by a madman. So stop chatting around for no reason and tell me why you're here. Ah, you're no fun. You always want to get straight to business. But chatting is part of the whole thing. Never mind. The reason I came here was to give you the next hint. You look surprised. You are surely wondering why I take such a big risk. Facing you again just because of a hint. You probably think there's something more to it. But I can assure you it's nothing more than that. I could have put it in another crime scene for sure. But this way, it spares me the effort. Plus, it's more fun if I play an active role. It would be so boring just to watch. So, here, let me just get it out of my pocket. There's no need for that skeptical expression on your face. Beware of the evil sheet of paper. Here, have a look. As much as I'd love to stay, I have to go now. Good night, detective. I will see you soon. And your pet as well. Ah, before I forget. Did you enjoy to see the decaying body of your wispy wife stuffed and put in a showcase? I took good care of her while tearing up that rotting flesh. Bastard! You're dead! No! Oh, look at you! Twisting like a worm. I love to see you this way. Your temper is so easy to provoke. You really need to get a hold of yourself, detective. It might be your death someday. Ah, you really entertain me. Have a good night, detective. I'll be seeing you again soon. Sweet dreams.